Hello. Do guys like chubby girls? Yes, I am totally into bigger women, so much so that I am most happily married to one for the past 15 plus years. I love my darling wife, Amanda, immensely. For me, there are two parts to a relation: 1, emotional fulfillment; 2, sexual fulfillment. For me, I pay more attention to point 1, but however less emphasis I put on point 2, I believe I can get my gratification only from a bigger woman. I am sorry, I am not trying to look away from my wife, I am just answering this theoretically, hypothetically, considering myself single. The way a human brain is programmed, is to procreate, and I believe this is the underlying pulse for some men to be attracted to bigger women. Deep underneath, we feel bigger women may be more suited to childbirth, read bigger hips/buttocks, and nurturing the child, read bigger or heavier bosoms. My wife used to professionally lift weights, so she was big and muscular. After our second kid, she left weightlifting and has managed to gain a few more pounds, but that seriously turns me on even more than before. She is 5 feet 5 inches tall and now weighs 78 kg. Stats 38D 3540. This is more than before her becoming a mother. She was still on the bigger side, 70 kg, 36C 3237 earlier, but after childbirth, she was worried if she would still look attractive. Some of her thinner/smaller friends tried to put her on vinegar/cider-based diets and trying to almost starve her, but I persistently convinced her not to, and I am glad I did, else she would have starved herself to death. Amanda was getting increasingly worried about her weight gain. But I started getting attracted to her even more, almost in a savage way. I started noticing her bigger body, the way her shirts became tighter, almost wanting to rip out the buttons, the way her cleavage was more visible, the way her waist showed from her t-shirt, even if she stretched a bit, the way her thighs became bigger and her butt stuck out a lot more. Even though her waist was kinda big earlier while she weight lifted, it became chubby, and that could be noticed from her thinner t-shirts. While I got attracted to her, she started shying away. Many times she stopped my advances. She thought I was trying to make her happy and hence was trying to touch her. Her loss of confidence in herself was getting in between us. There were so many times I fantasized Amanda and eased myself. The tensions were high. That time around, I came up with a new idea. I asked her to just ignore me and notice how other men would look at her. She is a manager at the same trucking company I work for, and when she returned to work, she was surprised to see how men were trying to hit upon her. She noticed more men look at her in malls and stores and when we were hiking. Thank God, I suggested her this, because she started to gain her confidence back. I would look at her body stealthily, trying to catch a glimpse when she wasn't looking, getting items from the fridge, trying to lift the baby from the crib, picking items from the dishwasher, list goes on. There were embarrassing times for me when she noticed me look at her. It increased her confidence, but took me off guard. She would laugh it off with some pretty erotic one-liners. "You seem to be getting hard looking at your wifey fat ass." Or, "You look like you want to F your wife on the counter." Getting to point 1, emotional. I am very close to my wife and share everything with her. There have been nerve-wracking times for me when I have had Amanda's support. I feel so comfortable and safe when she hugs me, and I find comfort in the depths of her bosom, listening to her heartbeat and her sweet scent. I cannot comment about thinner women, but bigger women definitely will keep you warm and comfort you. I by no means want to objectify my darling wife, but hell yeah, I adore her body, and her getting bigger has me even more hooked onto her. I cannot get enough of her. I end up fantasizing about her when she is not around. Lastly, I want to send a message to all big women out there: you are sexy, you are beautiful just as God created you. Please do not listen to the haters trying to pull you down. Just be yourself. Click link below to watch part number 2, thank you.